Hey everyone, it's Michael Kikle. I hope you're doing well today, and I have a review here for a comedy from back in 2014. It's about an hour and 40 minutes, called Neighbors, starring Seth Rogen, Zac Efron, my boy, who I love deeply. I can't stand fucking Seth Rogen, though, and Rose Byrne playing Seth Rogen's wife. Essentially what the film is about, Seth Rogen and his wife, Rose Byrne, as I just said, had a baby, and the next-door neighbor's house actually emptied out. That family moved. And they're used to their nice suburban life, everything being kind of quiet and calm. It's really nice and peaceful, and they live in a beautiful house, but that next door neighbor house has a bunch of frat boys that now move into it, and their fraternity, the entirety of it, are there, and therefore they party every night, they make racket, play music 100% of the time. It's upsetting them within their marriage, they're getting irritated with each other, their baby is irritated over all the noise, so it's screaming and crying all the time. There's a lot of tension there, but Seth Rogen, at first, when they see these kids moving in, they become friends with Zac Efron. At least they think they do. Zac Efron's kind of playing them, but Zac Efron essentially plays everybody around him in the movie. Not like literally, but like people think they know the real Zac Efron in this movie, but they don't. He's really a guy who's now too old to keep being in college. He's there, he's a partier, like I said, but I love Zac Efron. He tries his best to make this really lackluster movie worthwhile, because essentially it becomes a prank war at one point between Rose Byrne and Seth Rogen getting gaslit into thinking they're friends with these kids, that they're cool with these kids, and they neglect their baby most of the time because of that, and the film never seems to really address that as far as I can remember when I watched this a month ago. This was such a waste of time. I hated this shit. It's from the writers of Will Ferrell and Amy Poehler's The House movie, if you've seen that. The director has done a bunch of production and writing on a bunch of things. He wrote the more recent Muppets movies from Hollywood a few years back, like 10 years ago. I think Neil Patrick Harris was in those. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, he did work on those, though. He wrote those. He wrote Storks. So a lot of the talent that I was hoping would be in this, and hopefully the gleaming lights of interest with Zac Efron being in here, they faded out real quick because Zac Efron has nothing to work with. Seth Rogen gets on my goddamn nerves no matter what he's doing, and Rose Byrne is wasted. She's a genuinely funny chick. I'm a fan of hers from the Insidious movies. I think she's a good actress, and I genuinely think she can be funny, and she's hot. I really like her. She is hot. She has that Australian accent that's really, really nice and easy to listen to on the ears. But then they do a scene involving breastfeeding. If you have seen the scene, it makes you sick to your stomach. I'm not somebody who gags easily, but that scene disgusted me so much in a movie that is so bad. I don't have words for it. I just hated everything about it. I think Dave Franco was in this too. Let me look that up real quick. Yes, Dave Franco was in this too. So I feel bad for him because I think he's pretty cool too. But Zac Efron tried. The movie sucks, the writing is bad in it, the concept is not bad. It feels like one of those old, National Lampoon's concepts that just wasn't a National Lampoon's movie. Not that that would have made this better, there's a lot of duds from them too. But the fact that this movie made as much money as it did in 2014, got all the positive reviews it got back then, which still shocked me from people I know, people that I watch that I don't know on YouTube, that is shocking to me. But this got a sequel. How the fuck did Neighbors get a sequel? I don't understand that. It has an interesting soundtrack too. I guess that's a small tad bit of shining in here. But dude, by the end of this, I hate it. I hate it so much. I will say there's one scene where everybody's dressing up for a costume party, and that was kind of nice. I like some of the costumes. Zac Efron dressed up as Travis from Taxi Driver, the De Niro character, and I thought that was kind of cool. But anyway, there's another gag in here involving Dave Franco's character that I fucking hate. It doesn't make sense. It's weird. It's not funny weird. It's just bad weird. It's like the Scary Movie franchise type of stupid, And those are deliberate. Those are gonna have bad ideas for movies that are deliberately bad and supposed to be bad to be funny. This is bad for the sake of it's just bad, and we had nothing better to do with Dave Franco's character to have something memorable in here. The fact that I could remember, what Dave Franco's little ability is in here should tell you everything you need to know. So at some point I'll try to watch Neighbors too, but man, this was so bad I don't want to. If I had to rate Neighbors on a 5-star basis, and by the way, it being a comedy, I think I laughed 1 or 2 times Maybe one because of Rose Byrne, I remember, and number two, one with, surprisingly enough, Seth Rogen and a prank that happens to him when he sits down on something. And that's it. That's the only two times I laughed in an hour and 40 minutes. So that should tell you everything you need to know about how I feel about the shithole movie. Again, back to the rating. If I had to rate it on a 5-star basis, I think I'd give it like a 2 out of 5 stars because I hate it so much. It was terrible. It sucked so fucking bad. Anyway, did you like Neighbors? Do you like Neighbors 2? Is it worth watching? Is it better? Is it worse? A film like this being bad, I can only see the sequel being worse. That would be very surprising if I liked it at all. But yeah, let me know what you think about all of it down below. Thank you all for watching. God bless you guys. Catch you later, and goodbye.